the legend himself, Terrence Bud Crawford. 100 and Sugar Ray Robinson.
This bout is scheduled.
They'll be fighting under the line. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Throws the jab, but does not score. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
These fights have had to block themselves off and say, right, that's it. Keep out of it. Now it's fight time. The whole day, everybody's been waiting for these two. This is it. This is sexy.
That hook doesn't score. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That hook scores. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fight.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in counter.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Those counter punches have to hurt. Both men step back for just a moment. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I love that. That jab's slick. Just keep that and win this round. You had everything in the bag and now you've let them back in.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Hold it right there. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Robinson hit hard and he may be ready to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute.
There's the bell for round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Those counter punches have to hurt. And he scores with the counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Got out of the way of that right hook. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Hey, those punches add up. Nope, that uppercut does not score. How about that time counter shot? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Robinson in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can...
Time for the 5th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws And that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented. I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Punch, counter punch. Nice job by him to block that jab. He threw the hook, didn't land. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
So close for that uppercut. How about that time counter shot? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Good man, good man. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back to... Good work. And don't forget the jab. And don't get carried away. Think about your deep... Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off, win the round on your jab, and breathe when you're stepping around. You don't want to lose this fight, do you?
You were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work.
And go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab.
At the end of all that, do what you got to do. Good work.
I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your...
That's it. Now just stick a few body shots in there.
On to the 6th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Just missed with that hook. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he does. Where did that come from? Down they go! Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Give me your throw.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
And he scores with the counter. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial. And there's the bell for round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Nice counter shot. Do you believe what we're seeing? That uppercut just missed. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. You know that bell was... There's the bell to start round 8. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Nice slip to avoid the jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. These scorecards were all over the place, but in the end, I think the right athlete won.
A split decision, I've enjoyed that. I actually forgot the rounds rolled by. The rounds were that close.
Ain't stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure.